Courageous.
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 Visionary.
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 Rebellious.
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 Rebellious. Welcome to Montgomery,
The cradle of the Confederacy and the birthplace of the modern civil rights movement.
Montgomery is a very interesting crossroads city because we celebrate the history of the Confederacy here. We also celebrate the history of the African American movement, which brings together black and white people who are focusing on two different histories in a way that has led to a very vibrant city and a very wonderful city where people from all walks of life could be here and learn something and be inspired by what we have done here in Montgomery. When people come to Montgomery, they learn not only the history, but they hear the voices of some of the people who were involved in the Montgomery bus boycott and the march from Selma to Montgomery and the Freedom Riders and every phase of the civil rights movement.
Begin your journey along Montgomery's Civil Rights Trail at the Troy University Rosa Parks Museum.
We make no attempt here to rewrite history. What we do is we kind of put people in that time. You actually witness the arrest of Rosa Parks on the bus. You actually meet a few other people that were engaged. So you come even thinking about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and maybe E.D. Nixon, but you leave realizing there were a lot of folk that did a whole lot and that you begin to respect that movement.
Several blocks up historic Dexter Avenue, you can explore one of the most important landmarks of the modern civil rights movement.
People from all over the world come to visit Dexter Avenue King Memorial Baptist Church. All ages, all races, all nationalities would want to come through, see the place where Dr. King began his ministry. In fact, that is the pulpit, the only pulpit that he actually had command over, and this is the pulpit in the church from which he started his ministry.
A short drive from the church will lead you to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s former Montgomery home, the Dexter Parsonage Museum.
The most unique reactions I get is when I get to the kitchen and I talk about the Epiphany. Now, this is one thing I think that is extremely unique and interesting about this parsonage. He heard the voice of God say to him, "Martin Luther King, stand up for truth, stand up for righteousness, and I will be with you always." Just keep in mind, this was a young man trying to do the right thing, and the whole world seemed like it was tumbling down around him. And so once he got to that kitchen and he received that epiphany, he said, all of the fear left me, and he felt that he could carry on and did carry on.
Head back towards the heart of downtown to an experience that continues along Montgomery's historic Civil Rights Trail.
The key for the Civil Rights Memorial was first building a monument to honor those people, those martyrs who lost their life in America's Civil Rights Movement. Ma Lin, the famous architect who did the Vietnam War Memorial, was chosen to design the memorial that has water flowing over their names with indications of how they died and also other indications of important events during America's Civil Rights Movement.
Students and adults alike recognize the names of Dr. King and Mrs. Parks, but they really don't know that, or really don't appreciate that, the Civil Rights Movement was a movement of the people. One of the unique things about the Civil Rights Memorial Center is that it connects the past to the present. We say that the March for Social Justice continues. The march continues right here at the Civil Rights Memorial Center.
Montgomery is a place that will capture you, will capture your spirit, capture your historical interest. It can capture your aesthetic interest. We can provide you with tours of downtown Montgomery on our famous lightning route. A trolley tour up historic Dexter Avenue to Alabama State Capitol, the place where Jefferson Davis was sworn in as President of the Confederate States of America and where the Selma to Montgomery Voting Rights March ended. The trolley continues with stops in many of the historic downtown Montgomery attractions. So, take a deep breath and think of the history that you're in the midst of. Let it swirl around you.
Just off Madison Avenue, you can take a step back in time at Old Alabama Town.
Landmarks Foundation has fixed this place up so that it resembles a little city from the South in the 19th century. And you'll tour the schoolhouse, the log cabin, the Rose Morris house, the cotton gin, the blacksmith shop. All of the buildings we have here are authentic. So it's a chance to really see where we are today as opposed to what we were 100 or so years ago.
Just 5 blocks from Old Alabama Town, you'll find Alabama's historic state capitol.
Capitol building certainly is one of the most beautiful buildings in the area. And I think this sort of holds on to a part of the past that we want to show our people when they visit Montgomery. And the inside of the Capitol is just a work of art. Capitol building certainly is just a beautiful place to see.
Just around the corner from the Capitol, you'll find the first White House of the Confederacy.
The first White House of the Confederacy is where Jefferson Davis and his family lived during the spring of 1861. We tried to convey what happened when a government was formed here in Montgomery, and about Jefferson Davis and his family, and about the preservation of the house.
Next door, you'll find the Alabama Department of Archives and History.
The Archives is the official state history museum. It is to Alabama state government as the Smithsonian and the National Archives are to the U.S. government in Washington. So I think in many ways we are the accumulated story of the people of Alabama. The heart and the soul of our history is preserved here.
In addition to Montgomery's rich history, you'll find a vibrant city offering attractions that both residents and visitors enjoy. From our Riverwalk and Riverboat, downtown entertainment district, world-class theater and museums, to unique shopping, you'll enjoy all the river region has to offer.
Located on Coosa Street, you'll find Riverwalk Stadium, home to the Montgomery Biscuits.
When you're in town, there may or may not be a game. We play 70 home games over the course of the season. The ballpark is open pretty much every day. And fortunately, this venue, which is called the Biscuit Basket, our retail store, is open most of the time. You can come over and see the store and have a chance to take a look at our beautiful ballpark.
Around the corner on Commerce Street, explore the life of Montgomery's own legendary singer-songwriter.
The Hank Williams Museum showcases the 1952 baby blue Cadillac that you see here. It's the car that Hank Williams passed away in 1953. We also house the suits, boots, hats, ties, awards, his horse saddle, piano, many things that are related to his career.
Head a few miles north of downtown and take a walk on Montgomery's wilder side.
We're 2 attractions at one location where families can come and they can enjoy the day and make it complete. They can have a zoo experience, they can go inside the Man Museum, they can eat up at our cafe. You can actually do all this in about 2 to 3 hours and really enjoy your stay here. It's really all about learning, all about having fun.
Just a 10-minute drive from downtown, you can tour one of the most advanced manufacturing facilities in the United States.
The Hyundai plant tour is very unique. Everything starts here with a roll of steel. And then you see robots that put the car together. I want you to turn your attention over here to my left and watch as we have some of these 280 robots working here at the Hyundai factory. The children, of course, will say those robots are the coolest things that they've ever seen. And many would say they just remark how amazingly clean it is and how friendly and how happy the team members are that are working on the assembly line.
A few miles east of downtown, you can discover the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts and the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, both located in the Blount Cultural Park.
With the theater here, you have musicals happening, you have the classics, and then just a jaunt away is the museum. So they have permanent art attractions, they have special exhibits that they bring in, so you could pretty much find everything, whether you want a nature walk or to look at some beautiful art or hear a great concert in the hall over there, or just have an afternoon at a matinee here in the theater.
Courageous, visionary, rebellious. From Civil War and civil rights to new visions for tomorrow, Montgomery is steeped in history, tested by rebellion, and always courageous and changing. Welcome to the capital city of the American South.